Glad to have you with us from Mount Pleasant, Michigan, Kelly Short Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers and the Central Michigan Chippewas. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer. These teams might have to brave the elements in this one. Isn't that right, Holly Rowe?
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Chippewas offense will go on the attack first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team. And he is option number one for this squad.
And the Chippewas will try to pin them back with the punt. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy.
There's a crease. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. Snags it and he's open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. First points of the day are on the board.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. The Chippewas offense makes its way out to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Plucks it out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Chippewas can really attack on this second and short. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wide receiver going in motion. Could not make his way to the corner. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And it's incomplete on third down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The unproductive first down completion now brings up second and long. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Now facing a third and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense, they were ready.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, looking to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. How about knocking him down to stop him short of picking up that first down? The keeper on the option. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They want to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Keeps it on the option. There's some room. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Chippewas pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Floats it out in space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Quick toss. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's a heat. And the third down pass is incomplete. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Running inside, it's Edwards. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. And the Chanticleers are marching down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Smith's got it. All right, guys, let's talk a little Coastal Carolina. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Pressure coming. It's complete on the right side. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Chanticleers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Snap in the shotgun. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
You've got great field position here. You've got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Chanticleers! Well, on the sideline, got it in the end zone. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to make them guess wrong on the read option to the right. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little release to the back. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Chippewas lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Chippewas will punt this one away. deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The run inside. It's Edwards. Picks up the first down. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. Across the 45. Maybe some room here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Trying play action. Makes the grab. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. The Chippewas with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. On target. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Chippewas want to pick up the tempo. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. They're working that left side. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air on first down. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. How about this running back dragging a toe and getting it inbounds?
Showing off the wide receiver skills. You know, running backs are so talented nowadays, and you split them out as a wide receiver so much, and he showed it there. He could play wide out easily with a nice catch, nice awareness.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Chippewas will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Got a little space. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got it in the middle, it's Gardner. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds his man, it's Johnson. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, Week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the Kansas Jayhawks. And it's the Sooners, hoping that the clock hits zeros while they're still in front. A victory today would move them to 8-1 and catapult this team forward as they make their stretch run. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Back now over to your game in Mount Pleasant. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kelly Shorts Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Still running at the 40. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Motion from the wide receiver. Finding some room. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Runs through a man, and he might have space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The shot that clears with the 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the second half here. Make him feel uncomfortable.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the returner is stopped. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Dumps it to the back. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The run to the left. Gain of 8, it's now 3rd and 2. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Chippewas look to keep this drive humming. Looking for a crease to the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He'll set up to throw. Sets up the screen. There he goes. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. And they got him.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Chippewas will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. Running inside, it's Edwards. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback will keep it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here's the pressure. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the shot to clears decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gets rid of it. Working that left side now. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Chippewas now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. Might have a chance. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 3rd and 4. They'll run it from the gun. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Chippewas will have it 1st and 10. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Right back to him on the ground. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Going with the counter play here. Breaks into the open. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The shot that clears, come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd. Got a little grass. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
The Central Michigan offense takes the field to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Keeps it himself. At the 45 on its way. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Chippewas just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love.
Maybe a crease. Makes it past the marker. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
That makes the score Coastal Carolina 41.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play.
Like 53. Like 53.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.